If you ever got out of a Volkswagen Golf feeling you could do with a bit more space, the answer is right here in the chiselled form of the Golf SV. Here the Wolfsburg brand has at last brought us a proper, purpose-built, family-sized 5-seat MPV that offers properly purposeful advantages to justify its premium over the standard hatchback model. It's Volkswagen's idea of what a Scenic or a C-Max should really be, and if you're buying in this segment and can afford something a little nicer, you could find it hard to resist.
Surely this car can't handle exactly like the Golf hatch it's based upon? After all, it's got about 80mm more length and width, 120mm more height, and it's about 120 kilograms heavier. You'd have to notice all of that around the corners, wouldn't you? Really though, you don't. I'm not saying there's no difference at all. You do get a touch more body roll through the tighter bends, but in truth it's not terribly significant. Or perhaps it's just that your mind is distracted from the issue by the surprisingly sharp way that this SV turns into the bends. In terms of overall size, what we've ended up with is an inevitably bigger car than the old Golf Plus, though interestingly the height is pretty much the same. We've also got ourselves a car that sits plumb in the middle of the 7th generation Golf body style lineup, with a 4.34 metre total length that makes an SV 83mm longer than the ordinary hatch, but 224mm shorter than a Golf Estate. So, enough with the stats. What does it all mean? Well, a very practical car indeed is the short answer. Some of the motoring magazines have moaned that this SV doesn't have quite as much luggage space as its direct rivals, but that's a bit misleading, as it's a comment that applies to a seats-folded total cargo configuration you'll hardly ever use. In terms of the standard boot, that thing that you'll use every day, the capacity that this Volkswagen can offer is actually class-leading. 590 litres with this neat sliding rear bench pushed right forward, which is 30% more than a Golf hatch can offer and only a fraction less than you'd get in a Golf Estate. Now, even if you need to use that bench for adults and activate the 180mm of travel that it offers going backwards, there's still 500 litres available. That's 76 litres more than a comparably configured version of the old Golf Plus, and importantly, significantly more than you get in a Ford C-Max. All Golf SV models use so-called Blue Motion technology, which means that they come with brake energy regeneration, which reclaims energy that would otherwise be lost under braking. And they get a start-stop system that cuts the engine when you don't need it, stuck in traffic or waiting at the lights. There is, though, only one fully-fledged, proper Blue Motion model, which goes several steps further in pursuit of ultimate efficiency. Now, it's based on the volume 1.6-litre TDI 110 diesel engine and gets lower suspension, low rolling resistance tyres and a sleeker front end, courtesy of a modified radiator grille and air intake. Overall, this is a car that adds a dash of desirability to the business of owning what is, at the end of the day, nothing more than a practical family tool. It's about time that Volkswagen showed us what it's really capable of in this segment. The result is a car you could be proud of.